In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to play the song Living God by Red Rocks Worship. So originally they do the song in the key of F. So we're going to use capo on the 5th fret here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to play chords in the key of C. So playing chords in the key of C in the C family with the capo on the 5th fret puts the guitar into the key of F. So this will be good because if you want to, experiment maybe with your singing in different, vocal ranges, you can just slide the capo around, maybe take it off and play these same chords. But if you wanted to play along with the recording, we're going to be going capo 5, these chords here in the key of C. So we need that C chord. We need the G chord, which you can do this G here. I also, for this song, will take that pointer finger off. Kind of mess around on that. Kind of like the G sus there. We need the A minor. We need the F chord, which you can do this one. I also may do this F chord here. Kind of sounds a little bit more full, a little bit bigger. I did a lesson a couple weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, I forget. Alternative chords in the key of C. So like this F chord, this kind of big C chord here. And then I also just kind of went over some of the basic chords that I'm showing you here, the C, the F, the A minor, the G. So I'll link some of those up top and in the description below. Just if you haven't done chords in the key of C before, or you just haven't played them very often, I'll make sure I have those just available if you need some additional resources, some additional help. I won't be able to go through every little detail in this lesson. So anyways, we had that F chord. And then we have a C over E chord, which is just our C chord. But instead of muting this low E string, we let it ring out. That's the C over E. That's the bass note there, the E string. You could play that. You could easily just play a regular C chord for the parts where it has this C over E. So I'll point that out in the lesson. And then the only other chord we need is a D minor chord, which I'm definitely not a huge fan of this chord. That's why I usually play in the key of D when I'm playing in the key of F. So this is going to be your D minor. You can also get away with just so you don't have to do all these unnecessary movements and moving your fingers all around. Like if you were on this C chord, sometimes you can just bring this middle finger down one string, take the ring finger off, and just kind of play those bottom 4 strings. You can get away with that sound, like if you're in a full band, or if it's a really quick chord. That way you don't have to go moving your hands all over the place. So anyways, I'll show both of those when we get to it in the lesson. So this lesson, the song, it's in 4/4 timing. So with strumming, we're going to be counting to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to walk you through the entire song with rhythm and strumming, and then we're going to come back to the intro and the first verse in that first chorus and do some nice finger picking. Because it's a nice, smooth, soft way to start the song. So the intro and the verses, they're exactly the same. So we're going to be going F, 8 down strums, to the G, 4 down strums, A minor, 4 down strums. So again, you can do this F here, you can do this one. So I breathe in the presence of the living God. I take in goodness of your love, I lean in closer to my Father's heart. I trust in who you say you are. You are alive. All right, so let me break that down, what we're doing. Verses. 8 down strum on the F, 4 on the G, 4 on the A minor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, chorus. So if you need to write that down, just kind of make some notes. That's what we're doing for the verse. The chorus. You are alive, living and breathing here in this place, speaking and healing the fullness and glory right here before for me. You're the living God. You're the living God. Then this will go right into that intro progression right after that A minor. So let's break down that chorus a little bit. That second or the third line, we throw that C over E in there. You can easily, if you want to, just do a C chord. That way you're doing the same progression on the first 2 lines and the second 2 lines. So that first line, you are a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That goes right into basically the verse chord progression. So I'll play through that transition there, but it's just 8 down strums on the C, 8 down strums on the G, 8 down strums on the A minor, 8 down strums on the F. So coming out of those last 2 lines, I'll just show you how that transition sounds. Your fullness and glory right here before for me. You're the living God. You're the living. It's that intro and verse chord progression. Verse 2. And I hold to the joy that's found in you alone. So that's how that transition there sounds. And then verse 2, again, same as verse 1. We go into another chorus. We do that twice, no changes chord-wise for that second chorus. And then, so depending on the version, you know, there's an interlude right after the second chorus in the bridge. So that interlude is just like, you can just strum on the C chord, or just, you know, kind of, you know, depending, I don't know where, if you're in a full band, you know, all the electrics and all that stuff, they're going to take care of it. But yeah, there's a little interlude there, just the C chord. And then the bridge, we do the bridge, I think 4 times, depending on the version. So the bridge is, death was never gonna hold you, so it's never gonna hold me, 'cause you're the only thing holding on to me. Death was never gonna hold you, so it's never gonna hold me. You're the only thing holding on to me. I know So yeah, there's that D minor. You know, you could get away with that. I think this one definitely sounds better, but you can do it whatever way you want to do, whatever you're comfortable with, and just, I don't know, depending on the setting that you're in. But 8 down strums pretty much on each chord. So death 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. You are alive, living and breathing. So that just kind of cruises right into that that chorus again. And then, yeah, it does the chorus, and then there's another, you know, bridge, and yeah, I think you can do the chorus one more time, however you want to end it. But that shows you how to really just like play through the song, rhythm wise, strumming wise. So if we want to do just some light finger picking on that intro and the first verse and the chorus, I'm just going to go through a really quick pattern for you. We're going to get into our finger picking position here on the right hand side. So if you are new to finger picking, or maybe you're just not like super good at it yet, I've done a bunch of lessons on finger picking that I'll link up here, and I'll link in the description below, a full playlist showing you kind of the in-depth look at like what my fingers are doing here on the right hand side. But just for this video Cliff Notes version, we have our thumb. It's going to be assigned to the top 3 strings, depending on the bass note of the chord. Pointer finger, always going to be locked in and plucking that G string. Middle finger, always going to be locked in and plucking that B string. Ring finger, going to be just kind of being a base and a foundation for our picking hand on this high E string. You can also use it to pick and to pluck. So that chord progression could just do something like this. So we'll do the intro. I breathe in the presence of the living God. I take in the goodness of your love. So what I'm doing here, that's probably a little bit more complicated if you're a new player, but just what I would do is do this. I breathe in the presence of the living God. I take in the goodness of your love. I lean in closer to my Father's heart and trust who you say you are. So you're really just using your thumb on those bass notes, and then just your pointer finger and middle finger to pluck those other strings. I mean, there's a bunch of different ways you could finger pick this, but that would be just a really that might even be easier. You are alive. Same thing with that chorus. So maybe give it a shot, play around. You can just kind of maybe come up with your own little finger picking there. But if you need the chord charts, I'll include them on my Patreon page, which I'll link in the description down below. So if you need to print them off, download them, I'll have those there. And yeah, if you have as usual, if you have questions or you're confused, leave a comment, let me know, and I'll be happy to help you out. So love y'all. See you soon.